So, Dennis, was there anything else you were interested in the shop?
No, we already got potions.
Okay.
Is there anything that catches my eye?
Um,
Something not usually in general stores?
tell you what, give me a D10.
Does
Patrick,
that
to
make
answer your question, um, it may give some people pause, but not enough to really give you to mention anything.
Okay.
Dennis, that was a 5.
Yes.
Okay.
I am returned.
You are
Hi.
returned.
I am returned.
Classic Gravel.
Are you a library book?
Yes.
Are you overdue?
No, he's underdue.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So what do we discover about Enzo?
That he is in a shop, and so the shop owner, um, as you're inquiring about uh interesting items, he does have some additional potions, um, including some very, very strong healing potions. But they're going to be quite out of your price range at the moment.
All right. I think we'll pass on that then. At least I will.
Well, if they're out of our price range, we can't do anything but pass on it.
Well, I mean, assuming we don't combine income, but
I mean, you could try to stealth hand it, but
I could kill him.
no.
Remember,
you're a
Grobble's
good
a nice
ogre.
ogre.
I mean, theoretically.
I mean, yeah, theoretically, any of us could try that, but no. I mean, we all have a potion to ourselves, and I have pretty decent healing, so I don't think
Alright.
that's exactly necessary.
So what would I need to roll, Corbin? Because I'm gonna finish up with the fence that I was talking to,
Mm-hmm.
and go and join them because I see Grobble and them going over to the store. What would I need to roll to kind of just keep an eye out on the fence? Like just kind of not necessarily tail him, but just you know, do I need to roll anything to just casually glance periodically at back where he was to see if he leaves?
Perception.
Yeah. Or does that be investigation?
Just to see if he leaves is gonna
Yeah, just
be
like keeping tabs on him.
okay. That shouldn't really require a roll. It's just, I mean,
Okay.
you know where
Passive
he is.
perception, really.
Yeah. So I uh I'll let you know if there's an update.
Okay.
So who's got a giant die in the middle of the screen? Oh, that was Dennis. Okay. So, um, you guys have your shopping done. Everybody's leveled. Um,
I have a goat.
you have a goat and ate a chicken.
Yep.
Aga blaga.
And I spoke to the guards, and I feel like at this point, has Saber already met up with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was gonna say, as I come in, I want to just, no offense, Gravel, but I'm gonna kind of, slyly and quietly mention to Enzo and, oh come on, I know this. Don't.
Starts with an L.
I know it's an L, but dang it, it's
Lutari.
Lutari. There we go. I'm gonna, kind of hint to them and let them know, fence over there, don't look, but the fence I was talking to knows how to, get in contact with the bandits.
How do you know? He
Because
specifically said.
no, well, he said that he didn't trust me enough to, give info on any jobs. So if he can't give me info on the jobs, it means he knows about the jobs.
Or there are no jobs. No, so you grabbed them and pulled them off, so Bravo didn't hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is it entirely possible he just doesn't know you very well, and he kind of sense you're an outsider?
I mean, anything's possible. No honor among thieves, but it's at least something.
Well, then you keep an eye on him. Other than that, I think we have some business at hand.
Some
I had spoken to the guards, and they would actually like to extend an offer to pay us for bandits, anyone we take care of while we're here. And they extend it for as long as we need to stay. I say we maybe, stay the day, and we leave midday tomorrow. See what we can do, so we can make our way to Lancaster and make some money on the way. Unfortunately, it's only 3 gold per bandit, so someone along the line will be short in the end. Possibly.
I'd say let's definitely go with that, but let's keep a low profile on it, just because there may be a connection here in town to kind of nab this at the source, and our reward will be a lot better than us just storming into the closest bandit camp and, dropping trees on people again.
He did say it pays for information, so anything you can find out, whether it be on your own or together, it's worth money.
All right, I'll stick with you guys, but I may lay low when it comes to any attacks and try to keep a low profile. That way my presence isn't known to the underworld. That way we can try to get an in.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, we have all that settled. Does anyone know where the nearest inn is? We'll need somewhere to stay tonight.
I don't.
Wait.
No, I'm saying I don't need somewhere to stay.
I mean,
I'm just gonna hop on a roof and do cat things.
Well, then if anything, that way Growl can at least.
Does the history of 14 tell me where the nearest inn is?
Historically, you don't fit in inns.
You're right.
I believe the last one you were in the stables.
And they didn't particularly care for it, apparently.
So since Grobble's asking what are the last stables, where are some stables at, so he can get some goddamn room service.
Well, I think the best thing for you and I, Grubble, we'll go right on the outskirts of town towards Lancaster, and just start a fire there so you can cook your goat.
That sounds like a plan. This group, I don't imagine would be holing up in an inn unless it was the only option.
Yeah.
Especially not Grubble. You can't fit him anywhere.
Well, you don't need to sleep. He's a cat.
Yeah.
And he has his house with him all the time. So.
All the
and
time.
ogres aren't welcome in most places, so it's a very odd bunch to have in one place.
Well, this ogre has kind of endeared himself to the small populace by helping their merchants. So
where are we now time-wise then?
He's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
I'm
your friendly neighborhood ogre.
Everybody gets one.
I'm ogre, man.
People know him. Okay.
So this we'll say you're roughly midday.
Okay. Well, if I don't have any other business to attend to. If you guys can't think of any, I'm gonna go speak to the guards and let them know we'll give them a helping hand for the next day or so.
Okay. So you guys are gonna hole up outside town?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way back to the guards then for now, and then we'll just meet right outside town on the outskirts towards Lancaster.
So that'd be on the north-ish side of town. There
Okay.
is a road heading from here to the coast. Um, the the road you're on is gonna curve off mostly west northwest, head to the coast, and then go up the coast to Lancaster.
Okay.
The other major roads go south where you came from, and then kind of northwest towards that large lake on the main road that goes to the capital.
That one.
Yes. Like I said, you guys are approximately here, maybe a little farther south, because that circle doesn't go exactly where I want it half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that. Oh, you got the you can always do like the draw shape. You
Yeah,
have
it's just it's fairly zoomed in at the moment, and every time I
okay.
do that, my computer lags. So
Gotcha. Yeah, just stick to not doing that.
it's not handling the stream well,
Okay,
which
so yeah,
I'm not
I'm gonna
understanding.
I'll make my way back to the guards and inform them of our decision, and
Okay.
I'll let them know where we're gonna be. That way, at least if they see anything or need us for anything, they know exactly where to find us.
They can send a raven.
Or a guard, either
Li-
or.
Listen for the
Raven's
sound of a
classier.
screaming goat.
Well, the
They can
ghost's not
send
going to
an
scream very long.
they can send an Aarakocra. Bird person's gonna fall out of the sky.
The guards need your help.
Your help is requested. Okay, thanks. Where? And he just fucking disappears.
You look like a bird person, but you sound like a robot. Amazing.
It's Phoenix person. He's a robot. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's a robot now.
So Rubble and I are gonna make our way to the outskirts, and you set a little bit away from where the outskirts are. I want to be a little bit further out. That way, the fire and
That way I don't
what
accidentally
he's going to
burn
be
down a
doing.
large city.
Yeah, that and what he's going to be doing isn't really seen by your average person.
They've all sacrificed a goat. I mean, they've all killed a goat at some point to eat. Maybe.
Probably. I mean, well, Lutari doesn't need to eat, but and I'm pretty sure turtles are vegetarian mostly. Yeah.
Just
So
I just find herbs and shrubs and
the
stuff.
cat's a fucking carnivore though. So
Yeah,
that
Saber
works.
is Saber. Are you joining us before we head out, or are you gonna stick in town to keep an eye on your
I'm gonna
contact?
stick in town for now.
Okay. Well, odds are, if you want to pop in for a quick meal, you see us in a couple hours, we'll have something ready for you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it looks like the Discord is mostly what's killing my computer right this moment.
Yeah, Discord's gonna be huge because I'm sitting at about 25 to 28% CPU usage just using what all I have. So, but I mean that's all right. As long as it works.
Yeah. Well, and I don't have my overclock on at the moment. I probably need to next time we do this. But so you had your lunch, ate a goat, everything's peachy keen. What now?
Let's go find bandits.
Okay. Track some bandits.
Well, since we know we're not too far from the coast, I say maybe we take a walk down there and just maybe see what we can see. Maybe keep an eye out for a little bit.
All right.
So I say we just, right off the beaten path, just beeline straight for the shore.
Yeah, we built our own characters.
I think this is computer conversation. Yes, I built my computer. Dennis built his. I don't know about the rest.
Yeah, mine's custom built.
Yes, so I believe
mine's a pre-built, just because it worked for me. It still works. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just
not a
enthusiast with it,
nerd.
so.
my CPU is 5-6 years old at this point, so I'm due for an upgrade. Severely.
Yeah, my everything I think is about 3.5 years old or so. Runs pretty decent, but it's old parts, so it just can't keep up with everything I want to play and do now. Worked at the time though.
So, you guys haven't found. Are you searching north or farther south? Where you came from? You're starting from where you knew the bandits were, or trying to find new sources of bandits?
New sources of bandits. I'll say I want to head, because especially the talk of them coming from the shore, I want to just pretty much beeline from the outskirts of town just straight towards the shore.
Those are whole other bandits.
Those aren't the baby stealers?
No. That's what he said. That those are.
Oh, those are just coming in and killing.
Yeah, they operate completely differently.
So what happened with the baby stealers?
We burned them all along with the babies.
Were there more of them?
No, that was only the one group. Remember, there was 3 different groups, and you guys tracked one, and then things went badly.
Right. Well, those count as bandits. So that's still 3 gold for each of those bandits we kill.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And we get to save babies.
There kind of has to be evidence.
Yeah, which they're just a crispinel and under rubble and everything else. Okay, well, from where we were then, do we see any nearby villages close enough within walking distance that don't look burned?
So are you gonna go ahead and head towards the coast, or are you just looking around in your area?
Just from my area, just kind of looking and see if I can see anything, any sort of signs of a small village, anything tall.
There's small villages kind of dotted all along the main road, all the way going out. They're very small outposts, probably about half a day's journey from each other.
Okay. Approximately how far away from the coast?
About 2 days, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and
maybe a day and a half if you really book it.
Yeah, it's a bit far, especially because I have to double back then. So I say Grubbo and I kind of make our way towards the nearest. Where's Enzo at this point?
I believe he's just with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Saber's still in town, so we're not gonna be gone for very long. So if anything, I'd like to make our way maybe to the closest village to see maybe if they have any information, or if they've been hit before and threatened of anyone coming back. So
Check along the way and see if we see any unusual tracks or evidence of people holding up or being robbed along the roadside.
How is
I'm
that the
doing what he
only
just
intelligence check you can actually pass?
I don't fucking know.
Well,
Jeez.
it's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got
So
a plus six to nature. If you ever
okay.
want anybody to ever try,
I am totally trying right now.
but I mean, you're getting it, so
Grubble feels accomplished.
Grubble knows nature best.
So the about halfway between uh the main town and the village, you do see uh signs of signs of a struggle, and it kind of leads off towards some farmland to the west of the road.
Farm means more goats.
Maybe. But either way, there's someone. Either way, there's someone in trouble. I say we go check it out.
Think of the goat, shiny man.
People are our top priority.
And
Ghosts
goats.
are second. We'll see what we can find you.
Now let's go to the farms, because that's where shit was leading to.
Yeah, so I say we make our
Okay.
way straight to the farms. Is there anything? Is it just a big open clearing, or is there anything to kind of like, hide behind along the way? Any big rocks or anything?
There's an ogre.
Well, yeah, we don't want them to see you coming though,
I'm an ogre.
or
Well,
anyone.
It's
this
a
area
farm.
is pretty much all farmland, so
So it's pretty
cover
open
is hard
then.
to come by.
Even if I was crawling, I would still just leave a trail through the farm. Our best case scenario for hiding would be this is an apple farm or something.
Pretty
No,
much.
it's not an orchard, and even then, you're probably a little bit taller than an apple tree.
Yeah, but I could hit them with an apple tree.
That is true.
Jesus Christ.
You have some odd vendetta against trees that I haven't quite figured out yet.
No, I recognize them as a powerful piece of nature.
His
And I
entire
just
family
want
was killed
other
by.
people to experience that power through impact.
Well, yeah, I have through impact.
Okay. So about a mile and a half off, there's walking along a fairly worn path, but not exactly a road. You do come across a farmhouse. There doesn't seem to be anyone around from your initial approach.
I will perceive.
does it seem like a trap?
I see nothing. The house is
Jesus.
clear.
Why is the ogre investigating everything?
Because he's the
one who
quickest one to
rolls
roll.
first.
Yeah. Because he's impulsive.
Very.
He's the dice shooter.
And the investigatory one decided to stay in town to be investigatory.
Oh wait, that's right. I should be investigating. There we go. Even better. The house
That's,
is
that's
clear.
more like it.
Well, perception checks from the other two of you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
oh! Look at you.
All right, shiny man.
Shiny man.
So, as you come up, you notice that there's no smoke coming from the house. You don't see any recent activity on the path. There doesn't seem to be any other paths from the farmhouse to the road, so it doesn't look like anyone's gone this way from the house or from the road, at least
Well,
today.
Are there any goats?
Well, if
There
we knew
doesn't-
there was if we knew there was some sort of struggle, then, and we don't see any paths going out, then they didn't
Well-
leave. They've got to be here still.
You weren't able to determine how long ago that was. You saw some old blood, some really scuffed up tracks in the area,
I can open the door.
but you weren't able to determine how long ago that fight was. But you don't see anything you don't see any tracks from today.
All right, so I'm gonna open the door and go in.
The house is a normal-sized house. Getting in there would require you to.
All right, I'm gonna expand the door.
No. I'm assuming there's windows of some degree. So I want to
Yes.
do a sneak action and see if I can maybe peek around, look in the window, see if I can see anything inside or hear anything inside.
Okay. Give me a sneak and an investigation.
Uh, Stealth and investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys really shouldn't have left without me, apparently.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, we're
That's a
sneaking?
natural.
That's not good.
Oh my god.
How the fuck is he more stealthy than I am?
Dennis, are you wanting to participate in this?
No, I'm gonna keep watch outside, make sure nobody comes up on the house.
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like Grubble should also stay with him, to be honest.
All right, well, I still tried to stealth, so I'm hiding behind him now.
That's about as effective as that was.
I apparently went around knocking on the walls.
You're just stomping around. Hello?
I should check this window.
So, are you just looking in the house, or are you going in the house?
Well, obviously I can't really see anything, I'm guessing, in the house. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the door and kind of just peek my head in and give a good listen.
Okay. You don't see anyone in the house. It clearly is lived in, but there's no one here at the moment.
I'm gonna go ahead and go ballsy. I'm just gonna kind of, starting kind of low. Hello? Is there anyone here?
There's no response.
I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go in, just a regular voice just in case they couldn't hear me. Is there anyone here?
You still have no response.
Is anyone home?
Grobble has no response.
No one's home.
Shit, Lancaster heard you. I'm gonna go back outside and see Enzo and Growl. So I don't see or hear anything from inside.
Were
Do you
there
think
any goats?
Should I go in and just check it out?
Yeah.
I'm mostly asking Enzo. I don't expect a well-calculated response from you.
Yeah, you can go check it out. I mean, if there's any trouble, just yell for us.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go back inside and start just making a sweep of the house, seeing if there's anything here, see if there's any signs of a struggle.
Oh,
Like,
that's so
sort of-
nice of you to clean up their house.
Well, these guys left a mess.
He just walks in and starts sweeping.
They just come home. What the hell is going on?
I don't know, but
So-
the house looks great.
There's a Swiffer in the closet. This would have been much easier.
So, like I said, the house does appear to be lived in. It looks like there were 2 adults and 3 children in the house.
Was 3 children.
Yeah, they moved away.
Was
That's
two
what happened.
adults. What are you talking about?
Well, there's no one in the house right now.
Okay. Since we're in a farmland, I'm guessing it's not just a house. There's got to be a barn of some sort as well.
There are outer buildings, but you haven't checked to see what they are yet.
I'm gonna go explore the barn.
I'm gonna go outside since there's nothing really in there. Is there any sort of clues or anything that they left in a rush, or just looks like someone was here and just now they happen to not be?
Gesundheit.
Dennis said Gesundheit. So yeah, I'll do an investigation. Ooh, 15.
Finally, a decent roll.
So,
I mostly
what are
get
you
good rolls.
investigating?
I want to see if maybe, because you said it was lived in, did they leave in a rush? Does it look like anyone was forced out of there? Any signs of a struggle? Or just, I can see that someone was here, obviously, and they just aren't now?
So it doesn't look like they left in a particular hurry. Um, all of their clothing seemed to be still put away. It does look like they did take some things, but um, some of their um, like their silverware, some of their tools and various things are still inside the house.
Do I see anything of value in the house with that investigation check?
No, they're farmers. They really didn't seem to have anything particularly of value.
Okay. I'm gonna go and make my way back outside, meet up with Enzo, and maybe see if we can check out some of the other buildings.
Give me 1 second.
Hmm. I will be right back. Wonder what's going on with Saber.
Yep. So,
I'm investigating a barn still. Anything fancy going on in this barn? I didn't burn any children. There were no children there. And you can't tell me otherwise.
yeah, he kind of failed the intelligence check to notice if he doesn't have object permanence, so
If
it's
he
a
No,
didn't see
difficult
them, they
thing
weren't
for
ever
him.
there.
Yeah.
No, if they were going to die, it was from the fire, not from the tree falling on them.
No, the first ones totally died from the tree falling on them.
Semantics.
So, Josh, what are you doing?
I'm waiting to tail the fence.
He pretty much hangs out in the market all day. He's becoming increasingly suspicious that you've just kind of stayed there.
We can kill him.
No, you can't. You're at a farm.
Shoot out an SOS. We'll come help.
So what time of day are we at now? If we're coinciding with what they're doing,
It's mid-afternoon.
it's still mid-afternoon. Okay.
Yeah, the farm that they went to wasn't too far out of town.
Okay. Well, I have no idea where they're at because they didn't tell me that. So
Follow the fire.
Or you could try to track.
do I have anything good for
That's
tracking?
when he ended up on the opposite side of the country.
Would that be investigation or perception?
Nature. I don't know. That's what I've been rolling this entire time.
Well, I mean to figure out where they went to.
Um, n- nature, you're tracking them.
Isaac.
Oh boy. Here we go. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave town and see if I can find where they went off to.
Isaac, quit being a dick.
Hey, nat 20.
Okay, so you're gonna come across them probably in an hour or so, however
Okay.
long it took to for you to give up on this guy and leave.
Yeah.
You gave up.
No lead
How
there.
dare you?
Well, he just got increasingly suspicious that I was just sitting there in town watching him all day,
Well, see, we could
and
have killed him
he
and
knew
that
he
would
was
solve the
being
problem.
tailed. So,
That's the best time to stand your best behavior.
well, yeah, I know what he looks like now. So,
You can find him again.
yeah,
Just
hopefully,
remember to look for him again.
yeah.
When we get to the next city, find that guy.
Well, I'm gonna try to find the guy that he told me to talk to.
That'll be harder, though. Find him.
So
There's no
this is
guarantee he's gonna be in that town, though.
There's no guarantee that he won't be in that town, though.
Also true.
Okay, so Patrick is still checking out the house. and Michael is outside, not
checking out a
looking at
barn.
things.
I'm checking out a barn.
You're trying.
What do I
He's
have to
looking
roll
at
to
a barn
check out
for
a barn?
sure.
And I am perceiving the fuck out of that barn right now.
You are perceiving the fuck out of that barn.
All right, so
Um,
it has
That's
been
a barn.
perception.
It's a relatively small barn. They have uh, just kind of uh, really one stall for an animal that seems to be used. There is a second stall, but it's empty. Um, and there's a couple yokes sitting around in the plow, but you don't see the animal.
I'm gonna investigate the yolks. Dim some good ass yolks.
Days not egg yolks.
Well, let's see if I can track where the animals went. Are there any tracks that say where the animals might be?
You don't find any tracks.
Out of character, is it because I rolled a 10 or is it because there are no tracks? Don't
Well,
answer that. Don't answer that. But because realistically, if I don't know that, I can keep rolling
Well, you
and do
haven't.
worse.
Yeah, no, you didn't find any tracks.
Okay. By this time, I think I've kind of gone back and met up with them. How many
Okay.
buildings do I see in the area for this particular farm? So I know there's 2 for sure.
So you see a house, a small barn, and an unknown shed of some sort that you haven't really gone into to figure out what it is.
I'm gonna investigate the one stall that had animals in it previously.
Let's say we go investigate the
Ye-
shed.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
learned anything additional. You're just kind of digging around in poop.
Okay.
It's gonna take you a bit.
Like
To
a
dig
dumb
through the
shit.
poop, or
Yeah, you're enjoying your dig through poop.
all right, I'm gonna keep investigating that.
Yes, he is investigating poop. If you guys want to go
That's not a
investigate.
better.
Yeah,
That's not
stop
better.
stop rolling.
It's not getting any better. Just doing it more.
Okay, at this point Saber has caught up with you.
Woohoo!
All right, we kind of see him in the distance. Hey, Saber.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Yes. So
So making our way to the barn then, and kind of talk to him. Did you find anything out?
No,
To who?
he knew I was tailing him, so
I'm gonna go meet up with them because there's obviously nothing in
Because
this
you're a
barn.
no,
cat,
you
right?
you are still investigating the shit out of that barn. You are gonna keep investigating for every time you rolled that.
Okay.
Yes. That barn is still being thoroughly investigated by the ogre. He's not gonna find anything, but he's investigating. Everybody else.
So
yeah,
check.
Latari. He knew I was tailing him, so whether that be for our advantage or not, he knows I'm interested in what he knows.
What are you strength checking?
I'm pulling down a pillar.
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
go with the first one.
Okay.
Why are you pulling down a pillar? What's
To
your
try
reasoning on
and
this?
find things. There's got to be something. If I bring the roof down, it might reveal some things.
I don't know about that actually. Not so sure.
It might reveal your cranium when the whole thing falls on you.
Well, I failed, so
Do you want a new character? Is that what you're telling us?
no, I like Grovel. Make Grovel 2.0. He's going to be a better ogre. Faster, stronger.
Grovel, I need you to make a
Is
dex
that how
save.
much damage I take?
You're about to, depending on what your dex save is.
A dex save?
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, so I have my danger sense.
Jesus.
What does danger sense do? What does advantage do, I should say?
Hold on.
Not enough.
It doesn't help that.
I don't think it helps for things that you're causing.
I can see it coming.
No, you didn't.
I did. I can clearly tell that some shit is going down above me.
But he
No,
has
you
no
just-
dexterity to avoid it.
No, all you know is there's shit below you. That's all you know.
No, I am aware that moving the pillar will make the roof
The roof.
start
It-
obeying gravity.
Advantage means that you roll 2d20 and take the highest one. So roll a second dex save.
Yay!
16.
God damn it.
So you're still going to take 6 damage from the roof.
Why'd you say God damn it, Patrick? Do you want me to die?
No, that's not it.
I just want you to learn your lesson.
Exactly. If you
Alright,
don't
so-
take, if
so
you're
you
not
guys
harmed,
see
you
a
can't learn anything.
barn fall, and then Grovel gets up out of the wreck and is like, "There's nothing here."
That's going to be in a couple minutes.
All right. Well,
You're under a barn.
you see the barn fall.
They will see the barn fall in a couple minutes. That's just going to be after all your investigations.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Grobble needs to chill. Okay. Everyone else,
Grovel knows.
I'm
no
assuming
chill.
I'm assuming you're going to the shed.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to the shed, and I'm just a follow-up response to Saber. Well, whether he knows you were telling him or not, we're not done in town, so we'll be back, and hopefully you can find out some more.
Yeah, I have a feeling him or somebody else will be coming, to investigate me a little bit now. I'm sure they're highly suspicious of me.
We'll be ready. So we gotta.
All
Now
right.
we're approaching the barn.
All right. All three of y'all give me a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Ready for the 17?
Horrible rolls.
Minus the team?
I'm not participating in this, but I'm gonna roll anyway.
No.
Why? You're not helpful.
I'm perceiving the fact that there's now a barn on top of me.
There will be
Yeah,
a barn
you
on top
noticed.
of you. Yes. So, from the outside, this just appears to be about a 10 by 10 shed. It doesn't have anything structurally wrong with it. It's kind of set off to the side of the barn with a decent amount of room from the house. It is locked up at the moment.
I want to kind of do the same thing I did. I mean, is there any sort of windows or any openings or anything, or is it just completely solid shed?
It's solid.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go up to it. I just want to kind of get close to see if maybe I can hear anything inside. Anyone talking, any muffling, as if you would hear in a tent or something that's on fire.
No, you're not hearing anything coming from the shed.
Okay. And you said it's currently locked. Locked.
Yes, it's locked.
It is locked.
Does it seem like it's locked for a reason or if it's a setup?
I can get through that door.
They
You're
can't.
an
You're in a
investigator.
barn.
I
You
can
also
whenever
have
I'm
a
out of the
rogue.
barn.
Yes.
You have a rogue.
You do have a rogue.
That's
Let the rogue
what I'm-
rogue.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't
Yes.
let the
Can we
barbarian
tell if
rogue.
it's a trap or not? If it's a trap and he tries to lockpick it, it's still a trap.
Yes. Well, he needs to go take a look and see if it's going to be a trap.
Investigate?
Yes.
Hey!
It is not trapped. It seems to be a normal lock.
Yay!
So
Sleight of hand that bitch.
That's good.
Yeah, I was gonna
Most
say-
locks are.
I'm going to slide a hand and try to pick lock it.
Picklock
Lockpick.
it.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
I've got a +6 to it, so it's
That's still a good roll.
yeah.
Got that expertise.
He was literally yawning with one hand and kind of just doing it all with one. Like, yeah, I've done this so many times.
Corwin, you have to announce whenever they see the barn go down, just to play.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Whenever your stupidity manifests.
I just want to make sure they know whenever.
You say that like
I
the
won't-
stupidity never stops manifesting.
We won't not hear a barn. We guarantee that.
Yes, it's gonna be quite loud. So,
Kind of the largest building in the area.
you managed to open the lock effortlessly.
So I'm gonna open it and go in.
Let me just stand there looking at the lock. That was amazing.
So, inside the shed, give me another perception. Or, you know what? Since you're close enough, do an investigation roll. Because you're going to want to investigate it anyway.
That's not great, but
It's okay.
That's pretty good.
So, since Josh is the first one in, we'll relay the information, and then you guys can try and investigate it yourselves here in a second. So as you open the shed, you notice that flung just inside the doors of the shed are two bodies. They appear to have had their throats slashed. The shed seems to be where they were storing all of their food and supplies they would have taken into town. So you find two adult, one female, one male, dead on the ground.
dang.
So there
Cool.
went the kids.
Okay.
I'm getting a phone call real quick. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
And you said then Enzo and I go in afterwards and investigate ourselves.
Yes, you can if you'd like.
I didn't even see Saber inside.
So, Jesus Saber, where'd you come from?
You scared the shit out of me. You scared the rocks out of me.
And Enjo's able
The
to
pebble.
determine about the same.
Latari literally shits a brick.
Latari, can you give me an intelligence check, please? Just a straight intelligence.
All right, let's not be. Oh, that's. This?
Yes. So, being that you went into the house, your character is able to. It occurs to your character that there are only two bodies, and you know that there should have been three children along with these adults.
The kids off themselves the parents off themselves when they found out the kids burned in a horrible forest fire.
Yeah, they slit their own throats and locked the fucking.
I don't know what you
barn
guys
behind them.
said before I unmuted myself, but I like the plan at the parents offing themselves because we burned their children.
You admit it.
The kids from this town weren't
That's out of character.
taken. It was from the other town over. This town hasn't
Okay.
been raided.
Okay.
Right, so there are just some dead parents. I don't know this.
Well,
That's awful unfortunate, man. Okay, well then I would
anyone
just.
with a better perception
share-
check want to check and see
I
something?
would just let them know.
Yeah, he's
This
going to
one-
share his information with the group.
Okay.
That
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking around because I'm investigating poorly, but there's only two bodies here.
Are the throats cut by like a clean cut, or were they like ripped? What does it look like? Does it look like they're like half mangled, almost decapitated, or does it look like, like
Basically, is
bad-
this a crime of
bad
passion, or is
CGI?
this a
Like,
a hit?
no, like is this a person or is this a tabaxi?
okay. So the cuts are fairly clean, but they are deep.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So clean.
Okay. Yeah. There's only two bodies here. So I went in the,
And the
when I went in
barn
the
still
house,
has
there
not
definitely
collapsed, right?
still has not
Not
collapsed.
yet.
No.
Okay. I just
Well,
wanted to make sure it didn't collapse while I wasn't present for it.
Yes, most of this is looking, so it's taking a second to.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just
So
wanted to make sure.
I
Okay.
turned to Enzo because he was, there when I was going to the house. But when I was inside, I know there was children that lived here. There was 2 adults and what appear to be possibly 2 to 3 kids. Where are the kids?
I think we might have a serial kidnapper.
Everybody knows babies taste best.
Somebody's recruiting for the foot. That's what I think. Damn it. Dude, I texted you, but my phone's being super fucking stupid.
All right, try and send me a Discord message, and I'll try and pull it up on my phone.
I remember the tracks that we saw, not tracks, but how right outside the little we saw, blood track, looked like some blood, and there was a struggle there. Is there any way I can go back, maybe take a closer look at that, and maybe see if I see any, footprints or anything leading away from that? Maybe someone that fled.
Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
So you're uh you're checking for tracks going away from there, not the ones towards the road.
Yeah, going away. Someone that was here and then had left. Possibly the bandits that did this.
Okay. Give me an outside investigation check. You weren't able
Big
to
ass
find anything.
5.
So
Saber,
while you're
I can't see shit. Can you look?
My eyes are literally closed. What's going on?
so as you guys come out of the shed, discussing and trying to find more tracks, the barn collapses in a large, earth-shattering crash.
Because I'm a
And to
cat.
no one's surprise, the ogre pops out from the middle of the collapsed rubble.
Rubble? Grubble? Grubble? Coincidence? I think not.
Just FYI, I rolled a stealth check because, cat startled.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bonus action.
And that was a pretty good roll. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
Enzo and Latari are like, where the fuck did he go?
Everyone.
Shell defense.
uh,
There we go. There. We all did something then.
I want to do things.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
did
caused
do
it, so.
something. You did do something. It's called crashing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna smack the remains of the barn because they startled me when they fell on me.
you hit the barn rubble. Yes.
Yes.
You hit it
Yes.
very well.
Yes.
Good job.
All right.
The barn is clear.
I just look dumbfounded in his direction and just start walking towards him. Grobble, what
Well,
did you do?
I searched the barn.
Okay. Well, something's taking children. We'll have to figure out who or what.
Can we
Dennis,
keep
can you give me an intelligence check, please? Considering I believe you're the smartest one in the group.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll just cause.
No, don't do that.
son of a
Oh,
bitch.
oh.
Really?
Oh,
I beg to
I
differ.
won!
Rolled
I
a
beat
1.
him. I beat him.
No, my intelligence still is higher. That's just a bad roll.
But I
Yeah.
beat you in rolls. As long as it's not reading. Just as smart as you are.
Saber, you want to be the one to give this a shot?
Intelligence roll.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll to see if your characters are more perceptive than you guys are. Okay. So, there's missing kids, and these bandits are taking kids.
I asked that question when we first got here.
We need
Yeah.
an intelligence roll for that one.
Well, you guys weren't picking up on that. Your characters. I'm saying
I
your
didn't even
character
say
knows
because I
this.
just assumed.
Well, I mean, Dennis is like, something took the kids. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, no,
you're
that's why I checked all of my books.
yes,
Just
but yes.
frantically flipping through. There's nothing in here.
Yeah, I was checking for something like a Krampus.
No, there's no Krampus.
Because you said we killed all the bandits. So the bandits were ruled out. So the only thing left would be a creature.
Well, those bandits
Well,
were.
you didn't find any evidence of bandits, but you guys didn't do very well investigating.
How many
Yeah,
children
because
do you
someone
have to
dropped a
sacrifice?
fucking forest on them.
That was the previous bandits. Completely unrelated scenario. How many children do you have to sacrifice to summon a demon to this world?
You have no idea.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
I don't think
You
you
have
even
no-
know what a demon is.
I mean, you're right.
Okay. I think the best course of action from
Is to-
here, I say because we don't see where anything is.
Does Grobble
Nobody
want
has-
to track? Because
Oh,
he's
boy.
been the best tracker so far for some fuck. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Okay.
Fuck.
I don't know what. That's an intelligence check.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
Awesome.
got negative on his rolls.
Sure.
He's-
Grobble
he's
is the
pro-
master of nature. You should have been a
He's
ranger.
he's proficient though, so that
Still.
balances out.
To a
Even though
plus
he-
0.
Yeah, it balances out.
But
So
that still means he rolled a 16 pretty much.
from behind the shed, you do see some tracks heading into off to the west, where it seemed to be, kind of a no man's land between the towns. Just more farmland, lightly forested areas.
Well, I'd say this might be worth reporting to
Yeah.
the guard because we already knew that there had been kids being kidnapped and 3 kids just got kidnapped here. I'm sure that'll get us some kind of reward.
It might get us the reward, but I think what the smartest thing to do, because if we let them know, then they're understaffed anyway. They have no one to send out. It's gonna be us anyway, and you're the fastest person. I say we head there, and you run back and catch up with us. You're much faster than any of us.
Okay.
So I think the best course of action is you relay the message back to them. If there's a reward, great. If not, we're still headed there. The
Okay.
right thing to do is to go and take care of whoever did this.
I'll be right back.
All right. Sounds good.
Dennis, before you do that, I think we're going to be coming to a close for the night because Josh needed to be getting off soon and you guys are headed into a fight. So I think this is a good spot to stop for tonight.
All right.
So thank you everyone for coming out. We're going to try and do this next Friday. And it looks like you guys are going to be fighting some more bandits. Hopefully not killing a bunch of children. But we will see. This is going to be a less heavily forested area, so
That's good.